Good morning. Good morning, friends. Oh, my glasses. Okay, I see that we're on here. Just waiting for some people to come on. A little bit early, it looks like. Two people, two friends are here. If you can, be sure to text me or message me, chat me to let me know that you're here so I can check you in. So glad to see you guys. Good morning. Three friends. Good morning, friends. Hi, Christopher. Good morning. Good morning, Monroe. So glad you're here. Faith is here. Hi, Faith. Hi, friends. Thank you. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you for checking in. Anybody else out there? There's some more people logged in. Be sure to tell me you're here so I can mark you here today. Awesome. I'm going to get started. Good morning. Hi, Alyssa. Alyssa, thank you for your stories. Christopher, thank you for your stories. Monroe, thank you for your things that you've been showing me. Also, remember to send me either, you can email it to me or just take a picture of it, you guys, or a video and show me your work. Thank you. Hi, Eric. Good morning. I'm glad you guys are here. Um, if you have any questions regarding any of the assignments, please let me know. If there's any questions about them, some of you are able to access the math and you're able to print those out, those sheets. Some of you are just writing the work onto your notebook or a paper and showing me. That's totally fine. The assignments, that's fine the way that they're working. Thank you, those that are on here and that are logging on and telling me that they are here. I'm glad you guys are here. Again, good morning, Christopher, Monroe, Faith, Alyssa, Eric. Eric says, hi, everyone. Hi, Eric. Glad you're here. I'm sure some people will be joining us. Right now, we are decided, I didn't hear any different, that Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30, I'll try not to go over an hour. I know I went over a little bit on Tuesday because of my story and about my student Michael. And the cool thing, friends, about Michael's grandpa is that in the Los Angeles Times newspaper, a very famous writer for the newspaper, his name is Bill Pleshy. He writes for sports. Um, he wrote a great article about Michael's grandpa. So I saw it. They sent it to me online yesterday, which was pretty cool because he loved all of the Los Angeles teams, the Rams, and of course the Lakers. Remember with Kobe, we talked about him, and of course the Dodgers. Thank you. Hi, Andrew. Good morning. Andrew is here also. Good job. So, friends, remember if you have any questions regarding the assignments, to please feel free to text me or call me as you have. Please remember, we're going to talk a little bit about writing today, stuff that we've been doing. I've been getting your assignments and also a little of math. And I do have a new story, friends, because remember, all of my stories are at school. And I'll have to make a list because um, the reason we're meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30, I might add Wednesday in there, friends. The idea of the plan is that you have work to work on with us for 4 days, and the fifth day, Friday, is usually um, a time to catch up, but there is some assignments there that you can work on. But we're not going to be ever having class. Um, Monday, just to let you know, I have a meeting with all of the teachers. Remember on Wednesday, we would get out early and I would meet with them. I would tell you and we would plan. That's what we do on Monday. We meet. So I meet with Miss Sargent, Miss Garcia, Mrs. Macias, and Mrs. Molina, and myself. We meet this way. We plan, we talk what we have to discuss. Sometimes Mrs. Peregrina is there, Miss Anaya, or Mr. Duran. And on Friday, I have a meeting with all the teachers. So we all meet tomorrow, and we have a homework assignment we have to do. Something fun. We think you're going to like it once we're done with it. But we do have a meeting, and we have to talk about things. That's why we don't meet on Friday either. But feel free to call me or text me or send me the things that you need to. So I'm going to try to really adhere to the time and stick to it. We have 5 friends who say they're watching, but I know that people are more than 5 because you guys have checked in. So thank you. Remember, you could always stop it later and come back and see maybe the math portion. I want to be sure I do math today because I kind of cut it short the other day. So we will have some writing. We will have some math. Um, the other thing I want us to think about is maybe I will be adding Wednesday as a time that we meet also, especially when we get into some more of the lessons and some extra things that I'm going to do. Please, please, please. I know I've been asking all of you for your address. I don't have everybody's yet. Um, so please just text me or message me your address so I know where you're at. See if somebody's texting me now. Also, some of you, if you registered this week for your Chromebook or your computer, the pickup will be today at school. Also, friends, if there's something that you think that I might have to bring, let me know because I do have to go to school on Monday, not for my meeting, but I have to go because Mr. Garcia needs to do something to my computer. So we'll be adhering to the safe distance. I'll be wearing my mask. He probably will be wearing gloves because he's handling my computer. I will go to our classroom briefly. I'll take a little video. It's the same as we left it. And I'm going to get some books. I thought of that. I'm going to pick up some that we have there. So, friends, we're going to go over our lessons right now. One of the things I wanted to remind you, if you can, remember our letters this week were Y and Z. We were talking about Y and Z. I'm just bringing that out so we can remember what we were doing. Our letters were Y and Z. Remember the sound of Y? Y, like a yo-yo. Our letter Z, the sound was like zipper, or our friend Zoe. Z, remember Z. And I've been receiving your list of words for your letter Y. I've been receiving your circle map for Z. Wow, some of you had great words. And somebody had put here, Lucas! Lucas is here, everybody. So we have here Christopher, Monroe, Faith, Alyssa, Eric, Andrew, and Lucas. Lucas, we're so glad you're here with us. So glad you're here. We're just going to be doing some reading, a story, and some math, especially for the rest of the week. Moms and dads, please remember we're meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we're considering Wednesday as an extra time, especially as things get closer to not the end, but kind of where we have to be. And there's going to be some things we're going to do. Please remember to give me your address if you haven't already. Hi, Lucas. Lucas says hello, everybody. It says hello from Lucas. Thank you for your list of words for Y. We did a circle map with Y the other day, but you were asked to do a circle map of Z, and you guys had some really great words. And I know a lot of us put Zoe on there. Our words this week, remember, are this, and what. What? And that's usually a question word, and that's what. So I just want to remind us of those. Um, Remember our theme this week, or what our stories would be talking about, um, is the United States of America. And this is my little map I drew because remember I said I would have brought my map out. Maybe that's something I'll bring when I go to school on Monday to get some stuff. But then we said, this is our map of California. And we said how we live in Baldwin Park. We talked about that. That's part of our country. Our country we live in is the United States of America. Friends, do you remember when we would do our stories and we would have words that we would put onto the wall? We would not just put our letters, we would not just put our words of the week, but we would put our vocabulary, and the words that we were talking about um, through our stories. So some of the words we already know. We already know those words, but I'm going to write them for us so we can remember them. And I think they're really fun. Sorry, my markers are hidden behind my computer. Our words, friends, are some that we already know. Some that we already know. Our first word is careful. Careful. So when we want to be careful, we want to be sure we don't hurt anybody or push anybody. We want to be careful. Show me. Careful. What's our first word? Careful. Careful. We want to be careful. We want to be careful holding something that's glass. We want to be careful with the baby. We want to be careful with our books. Remember, we would always hug our library books. We are careful. Good job. Our next word, and I'm sorry I don't have the special little cards, but we're good at acting them out. Our second word is connect. Connect. When we connect, that means we put together, connect. And you've seen me do this because sometimes we're talking about something and you say, "Oh, Miss Ayala, you mean like this way?" And I go, "Oh my gosh, that's a great," I would say connection, right? But connect means that you put two things together, you make it work, you connect. Kind of like if my phone is running out of battery, what do? I connect. I connect the cord to it. Connect. So you're connecting, connecting. You're putting those ideas or things together. Remember our first word, careful. Our second word, connect. You're putting those ideas or things together. Our next word, we've already talked about it, is our country. Country. Hmm. Is our country, and I try to draw it. Didn't do a very good job, but our country is where we live. So it's our country, our country, our country. So our first word was careful. Our second word was what? Connect. Friends, I haven't had to do that in a while or tap my board. And our third word is what? Number three is country, where we live. And our country is the United States of America. Remember, United States of America. We have five words. Our fourth word, oh, this is a good word, friends. You might have heard it before. It's called purpose. 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 And a purpose is kind of means like, what's the reason for it? What's the purpose? Why do you have it? Why do you do that? Why do you say that? The reason. There's a what? Purpose. There's a purpose. There's a reason for it. The purpose for this marker is to write. The purpose of my paper is to have something to write on. The purpose of my glasses is so I could see the writing better. My contacts so I could see. The purpose of water, we drink water so our body is healthy. The purpose that we're on here today, friends, Dominic's on. Hi, Dominic. We're talking about our five vocabulary words, Dominic. We haven't done that in a while. The purpose, friends, we drink water, we're healthy. the purpose that we're watching live so we can hear Miss Ayala, her instructions and what she's saying. And if we have questions, we or mom or dad can type down there and say it. So the purpose, if you have a purpose, there's a reason for it. What's the purpose? What's the purpose of getting up and eating breakfast? We're what? Hungry. We're hungry. So it's our purpose. So let's go over our words. We had 4 so far. The first one, careful. Be careful with things. Our number 2 word was connect. And we said we do that sometimes when we hear something, we remember that. Oh, it's a connection. My lessons here, when you go back and do your math or your shapes or make a pattern, you can say, oh, I remember Miss Ayala did that, or in Miss Ayala's picture. That's why I'm always drawing pictures, friends, so you can connect the idea. Some of us learn by looking and remembering it. Our third word was country. And our country, I try to draw it there, is the United States of America. Our fourth word was purpose. What's the purpose? What's the reason for that? What is it? Why do we put ketchup on our hot dog? What's the purpose? You like it? Sure. Why does Miss Ayala always get French fries? She likes them. They're her favorite. And our last word for this lesson or this week is travel. Travel. We've traveled. Some of you have gone on an airplane. Some of you went across the ocean. Some of you have gone across the ocean this way, right, Lucas, to Hawaii? Yes. Miss Ayala's gone over here to see Teresa. I've traveled. So when you get in a vehicle, it could travel up in the air, on the land, or in the water, and you're going somewhere. Travel means to go somewhere. You're going somewhere by a vehicle or walking. I'm going to travel, but usually when you travel, you go for a little bit of a distance. So travel means that you're going to go somewhere, go somewhere. And usually it's not just for one day. Maybe it will be or a weekend. So our words are careful, connect, country, our country, where we live, purpose, purpose. What's the reason for that? What's the purpose of that? And travel. We're going to travel. Good job, friends. So remember, we just don't have our letters. We just don't have our words for the week. Remember, those were on our board. We had our vocabulary words. Our vocabulary words. And I wanted to go over those with you right now. So thank you for letting me do that. Friends, we're going to be talking about writing today. And in your writing, you've been doing a really great job. I really appreciate those of you that are really taking the time to draw your picture, to write your name correctly, first and last. Thank you, those who are really spending time spacing. Remember, in your picture, you're going to have at least 3 things. Who's in it? Where are they? And what are they doing? As best you can. So I noticed that our writing this week, we had, what did you do today? That's very important. And a lot of you have been telling me, oh, I did this, or I went here. It was fun. It was good. I'm glad. But tell me about it. So today we're going to be writing about, I know you're going to be writing about a healthy breakfast. You're going to be writing about a healthy breakfast this week or today, I believe, something that's a healthy breakfast. So you can tell me what you ate for breakfast. Uh, was it good? Did you like it? And why? Remember, always writing. We're going to begin by drawing our line, our dot. And I learned this, friends, and I told you before um, from one of my students. It was a little cricket. Her name was Nevea, and she kept telling me I couldn't draw the line. So she said, I do dot to dot. This is for your picture. We will do that after. Remember your name and then the date, and mom and dad could help you with that. Today is 4 for April. Let's do the months: January, February, March, and April. And that's where we get the 4. 23, today is April 23. And I know in a week we're going to have 2 birthdays. I know that we're going to have, I believe it's Alyssa and Bernice in 1 week. In 1 week, girls, they're going to have their birthday. And our year is 2020. I'm sorry I didn't write the line for that. Remember your writing line with the little dots in the middle? Some of you are doing this on lined paper, which is totally fine. If you're using the lined paper, please use it this way. Do not write this way because this isn't helping you. And if you do it this way, that's okay, but then draw the lines for me because I'm kind of expecting it to be this way. Okay? So when you draw your lines, if you're using lined paper, remember to use the 2 lines, at least so that we could see it. Oh, where's writing? I'm going to draw a few because I'm not too sure how much I'm going to write. Remember the first thing you do, friends, when you're writing, think about what you want to write. Say it again about your sentence at a time. Say it again, and then count the words, and then you're going to write it. So if I want to talk about a healthy breakfast, I could say what I like to eat, why, is it good, who made it. So for my healthy breakfast, friends, maybe I would have eggs, maybe I would have cereal, maybe I would try to have a banana, fruit, something like that, especially with milk if I can. I'm not a big milk drinker, but I know that it's very healthy and it's really necessary. And to have some water as well. I'm not going to write exactly about the healthy breakfast because I want you to have your own idea, but I'm going to write about um, what I ate for dinner yesterday. Okay? So, what I ate for dinner yesterday, friends, is I had pizzas and I made them with bread and I made them with the pizza, actually spaghetti sauce, the cheese, and the pepperoni. So I made them on bread. And let me see, I don't even know if I could show you the picture of it. Quite possible quickly for it. So, friends, I'm thinking about I had pizza for dinner. I ate, I'm going to say, I had pizza for dinner. I had pizza for dinner. I could say I ate it. I could say I had it. I don't know if it's going to show up. Do you see it? Miss Ayala made those. Pretty good, huh? It's just a long bread and I cut it in half. And I put the pizza sauce and I put the pepperonis and the cheese. It's called mozzarella cheese. The taste of the cheese, you want to have mozzarella. So I'm going to write, I had pizza for dinner. I had pizza for dinner. I had pizza for dinner. 5 words. I had pizza for dinner. I'm going to start right here. Remember, you always start a sentence with a capital letter. So I'm talking about dinner. You're going to write about breakfast. I I had. It's a new word. I'm going to need space. Had. H. Ah, 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 had, d, d. I'm going to read it. Put the pencil down. I had pizza. Is it a same word or a new word? A new word, so I'm going to need some space. Remember, moms and dads, please let everybody write it themselves. Let them try to write it themselves. Dominic, I just want to say Monroe's telling you hi. Dominic Lopez Monroe's telling you hi. He said, hi, Dominic from Monroe. I had pizza. Let them sound it out the best they can. Space, E, it's actually an I. And I know, actually, that's one of the words I know how to write in my head. So I'm going to write it. I had pizza for, and for has been one of our words before. If I remember, it's been one of our words before. For, and it's not the number four. And if you can't remember, if you come back to your list, right here is four. And I know some of you have it posted. I know some of you have been reading these. We're down towards the end, but we're going to be coming back to some other words. We're reviewing them. But here's four. Do you see it? F-O-R. I have it right there when I'm writing. I could use it. Now I have to decide, is it going to fit here? I don't want it all squishy. So I'm going to continue where? With the word for. Down, where? Under I. Remember? Come back. Let them tell you, moms and dads, for, and I'm looking at it on my paper, F-O-R. Put my pencil down. Well, it's my marker so you can see it, but let's read it. I had pizza for dinner. Dinner. New word, space, dinner. D, 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 d. D like Dominic. That's right. D. It. Din. And there's actually two N's. Dinner. You hear that R? There's an E before it. E and R. Let's read it. I had pizza for dinner. I had pizza for dinner. And I'm going to put a dot right there. Yes, I can email you this. Of course I can. If anybody needs this kindergarten skill paper again, please let me know. Um, I will definitely take care of that. I could actually, hopefully, in some way, put it up on there. But yeah, I will do that. Let me write myself a note right here. Great. Um, I had pizza for dinner. That's not my whole idea. Because remember, we want more than one sentence. I had pizza for dinner. What was it like? It was good. A lot of you are telling me it was good. It was fun. Yes, I'll send that to you. I'll send that also for Lucas. Thank you, Mia, for letting me know. Hi to Mom, Valerie. Thank you. And Grandpa. Hope everybody's fine. Thank you. Um, I'm sorry. A lot of you have been telling me it was fun. It was good. Okay. That's okay. But we want to keep going. So I'm going to say that. I had pizza for dinner. But before I say that, I want to say, I will say it was good because a lot of you are saying things like that. It was good. It was fun. But watch what Miss Ayala does. It was good. It was good. It was good. Three words. I'm going to write a new sentence. You always start a sentence with a capital letter. You always start a sentence with a capital letter. You always start a sentence with a capital letter. Capital letters are big. So the I, remember it's capital, it's a new sentence. And there's room there. It, it, it was. And if I recall, was is a word on here. Here we go. I'm looking for it. You can say, where is that word? What does it start with? Oh, a W. Oh, here it is. Was. Put them up. Make them just like we have them in the classroom. Sorry. Was. Copying it straight from there. I'm going to reread it. Do I have to reread everything? No, not every time. Read the sentence you're working with. It was good. New word, space, good. G, space. Practice your G. Remember the little C? Goes down. This is your time to really practice your letters, not just writing them. Now, if you've noticed, friends, moms and dads, there's only capital letters at the beginning or at the beginning of your name. All the rest are lowercase. Even though you're doing this at home, you need to write the letters correctly. Have the lowercase letters. There's not big letters here. There's no capitals in the middle. Mm-mm. That's not going to work. I said to you before, we have to really buckle down and focus on that. So you're getting your sentences down. But now let's really look at how we're writing the letters. It was good. And there's actually two O's and a D. Good, which is looks like a little C and then straight down. It was good. Period. Now, two sentences. You kind of told me what you had, what you did. You told me it was good. Great. Not enough. It was good. Why? My pizza had pepperoni. My pizza had pepperoni. There's some words that are already made up or already used. So I could just look for them again. Pizza had. My pizza had pepperoni. I had the pizza for dinner. It was good. My pizza had pepperoni. My. That's one of our words. Sorry, let me go back. My pizza had pepperoni. How many words? My pizza had pepperoni. I'm going to have four words. My. I know that word. We've seen that before, Miss Ayala. It's here on our list. Looking on our list, my, M-Y. But remember, you're starting a new sentence, and you always start with a capital letter. So you're going to put a little space, and it's going to be a capital M, and then the Y. My pizza. Oh, I wrote pizza already. There it is. Let me copy it. Pizza. My pizza had. I use that word, had. Remember, only capital letters at the beginning of sentences or in your name. All the other ones are lowercase. My pizza had pepperoni. I don't think pepperoni is going to fit on that line. It might, but I remember pepperoni is a long word. Pepperoni starts with P. So I'm writing it. Sorry, it's so small. Pep, pep. So I'm going to write it out. You know what I just remembered, friends? Just like in the classroom, when we are using words and we are like, I've seen that word before. Oh, it's on the wall. It's near the numbers. It's on the word wall. You're probably saying, we don't have that here with us. We have this list Any words you've used before. But guess what Miss Ayala remembers? I remember pepperoni was on my pepperoni package. My pepperoni package is in the refrigerator. I could use it. Use what you got. Here's my pepperoni. I had a lot extra. So, excuse me, I have to look for the word pepperoni because I taped it closed. Look, I taped it closed because I didn't want it to sweat. So, not that I'm advertising for any kind of pepperoni. Pepperoni. I'm gonna. We started it right. 2 P's. Oni. Gosh, Miss Ayala, that's pretty smart. I know some of you are going, pretty good idea. I'm just copying it. I'm just looking at it. Roni. So let's read it. That sentence first. My pizza had pepperoni. Not all squishy. This would not have fit there, friends. And I don't want you to start it and it going down like this. No, use the lines. That's what they're for. Let's read our whole story. I had pizza for dinner. It was good. My pizza had pepperoni. I could have put this sentence before that, said it was good at the end. That was fine. But friends, I know what I did. I know when I ate it. And I need to show that now in a picture. So I could show you how I had on the stove the pizzas. Remember, my pizzas were long. I showed you the picture. Here they look a little skinny. I had pepperoni. Who had it? Miss Ayala. I have a window over here in my kitchen with the sink. I'm happy because I love my pizza. You can see where I am. I'm in the kitchen. There's a counter here, my pizza. I can come back and do the drawing, but who's in the picture? Miss Ayala. What is she doing? She's having the pizza. And where is she? In the kitchen. Over here's my refrigerator. Okay, friends? The three things in your picture. Who's in the picture? What is she doing? And where is she at? Okay? So let's read it again. I had pizza for dinner. It was good. My pizza had pepperoni. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, friends, remember the spacing, remember the name, remember to color your picture. You're going to be talking about your breakfast, and I'm talking about some dinner. I'm going to move ahead, friends, because we want to definitely get to math today a little bit more than usual. But I have a great story, and this great story I had to order it, friends, because I'm going to go back to class and get some things, but I had to order it. Um, Something we're talking about before I go on, friends, and it's very simple, um, is order of things before I do the story. And what I mean by order of things is like where you are in place. And this is something um, we could do. We could show it in different ways. I'm just going to do it really quickly so you could see what I'm doing. I'm drawing a little picture right here, just of some things, but I want you to see where they are in order. These are the words they want us to talk about. So if you look at my picture, you see a girl, a present. What's another word for a present? A gift. a triangle, a sun, a square, and a tree. Yeah, actually, add another little thing here. Oh, my rose, remember? Okay, so if the girl was in front of the line, she would be called first. She is first in line. First. And I'm going to write that underneath her. First. Behind her in the line, next to her, would be the present or the gift, and that is second. 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 First, second. The triangle is third. Third. And we've done this before when we've lined up, where I said, you're first, you're second, that kind of thing. They just want us to practice the words. First, second, third. The sun would be fourth. And I'm writing it as a word because I'd like you to kind of know what it looks like, kind of like the number four, fourth. We have first, second, third, fourth, five, yes, fifth, fifth, fifth. The ending's kind of funny, fifth, fifth. So when you're putting things in order, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So moms and dads, what you could do to practice this is just line up some things on the table. Doesn't have to be this many. What's first? Or ask them. Put the book first. Put the pencil second. Put the spoon third. Whatever you have. Have them try it like that to practice using these ordinal numbers. These are called ordinal numbers. Friends, that's what the big kids call them, ordinal numbers. You and I putting things in order, okay? But we want to know what it's called. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. The rose is seventh. Seventh. Those are our ordinal numbers. And we're going to see those in some stories. That's why they want to make sure we know what they are. Awesome. So I'm going to read my story, friends, and I love it. I'm so excited about it. Then we're going to do a little math and we're going to be done. My story will not be as long as my other, but I love this story. Maybe some of you have seen it. First of all, it's talking about food. It's called spaghetti in a hot dog bun. Spaghetti in a hot dog bun. It's saying having the courage to be who you are. Having the courage. Courage kind of means to be brave. Having the courage to be who you are. If you want to wear those shoes, you wear those shoes. You want to wear your hair down, wear your hair down. If you want to wear that cool Minecraft shirt, wear it. Or those tennis shoes or those socks. You wear it. You be you. Remember, we talked about this just like Dr. Martin Luther King's mom said to him a long time ago. That what? You are as good as anyone else. You are. You are. And everyone is different. I'm even different from my twin sister. Though we're twins, I'm different. She has Miss Ayala as her name, but our first name is different, right? So we are different people. It's saying having the courage to be who you are by Maria Dismondy, illustrated by Kim Shaw. It is an awesome book, and I'm so glad to read it to you today. I haven't even written my name in it yet, friends, because I just got it in the mail. Spaghetti in a hot dog bun. Having the courage to be who you are. So be brave. Remember, it's tough to be brave. Like I told you, Mr. Legaspi, a lot of teachers didn't like him because he was doing a great job. Instead of being nice and happy for him, they were like, how come boys and girls don't like my class? I don't know. I like this story too because the character in there, the girl, her name is Lucy, but she has a grandpa, like we were talking about in the other story about Papa Diego. The delicious smell of breakfast filled the air as Lucy's grandpa handed her a plate. Lucy smeared ketchup on her toast. She turned to her grandpa and said, Papa Gino. She calls him Papa too. Papa Gino, Harriet said that she's never heard of ketchup on toast. Her family uses butter and jelly. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Not everyone likes the same things, Lucy. It doesn't mean that one person is right or one person is wrong. We are all different. What a boring world it would be if we were all exactly the same and alike. Do you remember what's really important? Papa Gino asked her. You know what's really important? It doesn't matter. We're all different. We all learn different too. We're all different, but we're all amazing. But he says, do you remember what's really important? Yes, Papa. Even if we are different from others on the outside, we all have a heart with feelings on the inside. That's so true, friends. Even though we look different, we all have a what? A heart on the inside. That's right. And we all have feelings. Look how cool she gets to ride the what? School bus he gives to see her. Little rocks on the step on the way to her to her house. That's my girl. Remember, when you treat others with love and kindness, you are doing the right thing, said Papagino replied. That's important, friends, when you treat others with love and kindness, you are doing the right thing. With love and kindness. Love and kindness. On the school bus, Lucy and her friend Harriet pulled out some paper and crayons. Sitting across from them was Ralph. As usual, Ralph sat alone, staring out the window. He looked over at them and rolled his eyes. Like in the classroom, Lucy sat down near the teacher. Ralph carelessly hurried over and tripped on Lucy's foot. Before long, he was glaring at her. Glaring means giving her like a look. Now, did she do that on purpose? No. Was Ralph looking where he was going? No. He was rushing and he was not being acting safe because he was rushing to his spot and he should have been paying attention. Ralph whispered because he was angry at her because he fell. Woof, he said woof to her. I can't see the book with the poodle in front of me. Lucy could hear him giggling behind her. Oh no, why did it have to be me? She wondered. He's calling her a poodle. A poodle is a kind of a dog who has a lot of curly hair. That was not very kind. He was not being nice or kinder to her. And here on the board it says Friendship Week, share a smile. He's not being very nice. Look at him, all the friends are looking. During lunch, Harriet shouted one of her silly jokes over the other children's voices. As the girls ate, their bellies shook with laughter. They were having a nice time. Across the table, though, Ralph hollered, Yuck! That's a disgusting smell. Who ever heard of eating spaghetti in a hot dog bun? Look at him. Is he being respectful? No. Is he being responsible for himself? No. Is he acting safe? Nope. He's not following any of the legals of the eagle's soaring rules, is he? Nope. And he's not being very kind either. She was doing what she was doing. He needs to sit down. He was not being very kind to her. Tony and all the other children at the table turned away from Ralph, shaking their heads. Ralph continued, Poor little Lucy with her hair so poofy. Tears filled Lucy's eyes, and she began to cry. He's being a big bully and the other friends aren't listening to him, but they're not helping her either. Remember, it's hard to be brave, but you got to stick up for your friends if you can, or at least tell someone. On the way home, Lucy thought about what had happened. Maybe Ralph is mean to me because he thinks being different is bad. I wish he would stop teasing me. Look, he's putting something in her hair. She doesn't look very happy. Slowly, Lucy stepped off the bus. How was your day? Papa Gino asked. Fine, she mumbled. Papa reached over and pulled a crayon out of her hair. How did this happen? He asked. Lucy didn't answer. She did not say a word. That night, as Papa Gino tucked Lucy into bed, he asked, Is everything all right at school? Lucy rolled over. He sat down and whispered, Always remember, if something is not right, we can work on fixing it together. It's not that easy, thought Lucy. How do I stop Ralph from teasing me? How can he have a heart and be so mean? Lucy had a hard time falling asleep, worrying about what would happen tomorrow. The following day, Lucy was surprised to find that Ralph was leaving her alone until Lucy took the bag Ralph handed her. Inside were dog bones with a note that read, Lucy, Lucy, eat stinky food that puts us in a big bad mood. Lucy, Lucy, hair shaped like a cone. Here's a treat for you, a yummy dog bone. That was not very kind at all. She dropped it. She's so upset. The beating of Lucy's heart was so loud, she knew everyone around her could hear it. Stop! It hurts my feelings when you do this, Ralph, Lucy said to him. Please stop. Ralph turned and just walked away. She did use her words and she did tell him to stop, but other kids are kind of talking about it. It was recess time and Lucy played alone. She didn't want to tell her teacher about Ralph. She was afraid of being a tattletale. Lucy wished Papa Gino was there to help. What should I do? She asked herself over and over. The bell rang as recess ended. Help! Help! Cried a child off in the distance. Tony yelled. Ralph got himself stuck at the top of the monkey bars. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, he got stuck and people are now making fun of him. That's not very kind either. There goes Lucy. She doesn't look very happy. She's coming off the swing. This is my chance. I'm going to go tell Ralph how mean he really is. MEAN, mean. Lucy stomped off toward the monkey bars. There she goes. He's stuck up there, climbed up and got stuck. When she reached Ralph, Lucy paused. That means she waited. She looked him in the eye and she said, What you did was so mean. That took a lot of courage for her to do that, being brave. Standing before Ralph, Lucy could hear her papa's words. Ralph did have a heart with feelings, but she went and told him he was mean. In that moment, Lucy decided what she would do. She saw tears in Ralph's eyes. He hesitated to move and he whispered to her, I'm scared. I'm scared. Lucy reached out and said, Here, take my hand. And she helped him down. Now, she could have been mean like the other friends, and she could have left him there. Was she being mean? No. She had courage. She told him what she thought, and then she even tried to help him. She said, even here, take my hand. The two walked back to the classroom without even saying a word. So she helped him down. She didn't say anything else, and she went back to class. And look at him. He looks a little embarrassed. As the bus pulled up to Lucy's stop, Ralph reached over and he handed her a picture. Lucy was amazed by what she saw. Thanks, she muttered softly. It says to Lucy, and it's a dinosaur. Dominic would like that. Yes, I see the list about Faith too. I will send the list to her. After she got off the bus, Lucy smiled and said, Papa, there's the Ralph, this boy Ralph, who was really mean to me. Today he was in trouble and I helped him. Papa Gino hugged Lucy and he replied, That took a lot of courage. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. You chose to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm so proud of you, Lucy. As they walked home and she asked him what was for dinner, it's Lieutenant Huerta. Lieutenant Huerta, I'm in class right now. Okay, he's saying hi, everybody. Okay, I'll call you back. Thank you. Lieutenant Huerta, he said to tell you guys hi. It must be important because he wouldn't disturb me in class. As they walked home, she asked him what was for dinner. When Papa Gino said spaghetti, Lucy knew immediately what she would have for lunch the next day. Her favorite sandwich, spaghetti in a hot dog bun. That's the end of our story. This is about our author and our illustrator. And here, friends, you are out of this world special. Wow, these are some things we can remember from the story. One, be proud. You can be proud of your work. You can be proud of who you are too. Love yourself. There's nobody else like you. There's nobody else like me. We're going to love ourselves. Three, we are going to have courage. We are. We're going to be brave, especially during this time when it's going to be a little tough for us. We're going to have courage. Number four, we're going to practice giving. We're going to give to our brothers, our sisters, our moms, our dads. Five, we're going to make each day count. Oh, this is great. Six, we're going to celebrate differences. We're going to celebrate how we're different from each other. Seven, we're going to spread kindness. Eight, we're going to share a smile. Yes, we are. Nine, we're going to forgive. This is a tough one. Sometimes when some people do things that we don't really like, it's really tough, but we're going to forgive them. And number 10, just like we do in class, no opting out, we're never going to give up. These are, you are out of this world special. Remember, because we are amazing. I want you to try to be like Lucy. Be yourself, do what you have to do, but remember, it doesn't matter. We're all different. That is so. Friends, just a little review for math. Actually, what they're asking you to do. We talked about patterns, and in your patterns, friends, they're going to be asking you to make your own pattern. So they might give you the shape, and they might ask you to make your own pattern. It doesn't just have to be like this. You can have two squares, two circles, two squares. Sorry, that was a rectangle. Two circles, but they're going to give you what they would like you to put in there. Okay, you could do it like this still. It could be square, circle, square, circle, or it could be square, circle, circle, square, circle, circle. They want you to use these shapes though, and they're going to give those to you in your work. Okay, so you can make your own pattern. Something else I wanted to talk to you about when we talked about shapes last week, we talked about sides, and I marked them like this, like the big kids do. They mark them with two little lines. This is a square. How many sides does it have? Sides. One, two, three, four. It has four sides. Something we didn't talk about are these corners. And I know that you have them in your work. Corners, they call them vertex, or more than one is vertices. That's the big people word. So it has one, two, three, four vertices or corners, and I make them with a little circle so you can see them. Triangle, how many sides? 1, 2, 3 sides. And how many vertices or corners? 1, 2, 3. I just wanted to go over that with you. And I do know that you have a new I'm sorry, word problem for tomorrow, but I wanted to show you a new way we're going to do a word problem. Remember, when you're doing a word problem, you have to decide, are you going to add and use the plus sign, or are you going to do subtraction and use the minus sign? You have to decide in your problem. Now, the problem we've been using says that you got some more and how many in all. But there's another way we could write it. So I want to show you this story right here. I have 3, let's say, pizzas, because that's what we talked about, pizzas. Mom gave me 2. I have 3 pizzas. Mom gave me 2. How many pizzas? Might even have a little picture. All together. Now, same thing, friends. Same thing. What's your first number? 3. What's your second number? 2. Let's read it, and we have to decide, are we going to do addition with the plus, or are we doing subtraction takeaway? It says, I have 3 pizzas. Mom gave me 2. Mom gave me 2. How many pizzas all together? That's important words. So we have 3. Mom gave me 2. So I'm going to do what? Put them together. So I'm going to do what? Addition. Use the plus. 3 plus 2 equals how many? Draw the picture. 1, 2, 3. Mom gave me 2 more. How many all together? 1, 2, 5 what? Remember the word? Pizzas. Write the word for me. It's a word problem. You have to have a word in the answer. Your problem, 3 plus 2 equals 5 pizzas. This is a new way. It doesn't always have to say she gave me more and how many in all. It says here, she gave, that's a good word. She gave them to me. She didn't take them. And how many all together. So look for those words to help you decide. Are you going to do addition or are you going to do subtraction? I wanted to show you those new words or a new way because we might be using that. So friends, I hope that you enjoyed the story. I hope that the writing helped us a lot. Are there any questions, moms and dads, before we stop for a moment? I do want to thank again Alyssa, Eric, Andrew, Lucas, Dominic Lopez, Monroe. Thank you so much for coming on here. Faith, thank you so much. I will be sending those or posting them, the list of words, the list of the words for you. Um, I'm trying to get some stuff together for you. That's why I need your address. Also, friends, remember to color your picture. Remember to write your sentences, capital letters only at the beginning. If there are any problems or issues, Andrew, Monroe's telling you hi as well. Thank you. If you have any questions, if you have any, I would love to do that. We're asking if we could do a little group. We'll talk about that. I need to see if they have access to that capability. We we have another option to go where we could see each other. Thank you, Monroe. And I will ask those friends, send me the friends you want to see if we could FaceTime with. Um, it's called WebEx. We all do not have the, I'm going to try to set it up for us. That's where we will be able to see each other. It's a different avenue in which to teach. Um, I like this because you're able to go back at your own leisure to see this. Um, but we can set that up for you. Some of you want to see each other. So I don't have a problem being the middle person and saying, hey, can you talk to this person? And if you want me in it, I would love to see everyone. But please remember, give me your address. Please remember to check in with me daily. I have to keep records of that. This counts for checking in with me. Please remember to send me the work. Um, if you need to email it to me, if you're having any issues with that, your card, if you need the number again, remember on the very bottom of your computer card that I sent you, it's your login, your password, BP at, and then down here is your email. And I'm going to try to set up the WebEx. That's where we can see each other with the emails if I can. If you have any questions, let me know. Please be sure that all your work is submitted to me by tomorrow. You have tomorrow to work on it as well. If you have any questions, please let me know. We're trying to get a little surprise for all of you, the teachers. That's all I'm going to say. And I hope to send you some more videos. I'm still waiting for Officer Herrera's video to go out to all of you. And then, like I said, Lieutenant Huerta just called me. He's wanting to send it you one as well. So I hope to see you all. I miss all of you so much. Thank you, those that are calling me. If you need to talk to me, I love to FaceTime. So you guys can, if you have an iPhone, call me. I'll answer it, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. I love all of you. Please be safe. Please adhere to the stay home order. Please cover up. If there's anything special that I need to get from the classroom, please let me know. I'm going to be there on Monday. I miss you. I miss you too, Monroe. You don't know. Monroe, I'm going to tell them what you did. Can I tell them? Okay. So Monroe did a really nice thing. He did some great artwork and he sent me a picture of it. And he is so, he's so nicely, I'm so proud of you, Monroe. He so nicely decided to give it to Officer Herrera. Now, he did a great artwork. I'm going to show it, Monroe, if I can. This is Monroe. And do you see what he did? He did a really cool art piece. It's on a rock. Oh, it may not show up too well here, but it's a police car. There it goes. And it says BPPD. So Monroe so nicely yesterday is giving this to Officer Herrera. So thank you, Monroe. He sent that to me as a picture. He did a really great arts and craft. Thank you, Monroe, for doing that. I'm so proud of you. That was so nice and kind. Remember, because friends, just like Lucy said, we all have a heart inside. Everybody, okay? I love you tremendously. I miss you. I miss you. And I will talk to you soon, okay? Love you. Keep smiling. Remember, we are amazing. Love you guys. Love you. Love you.